Hello, welcome. We are trying out recording online, all three of us. It's very exciting.
It's the first time we're not actually sitting in the same room together with our cups of tea and biscuits. We're all on a screen. I wonder if we'll sound different or come out differently at the other end of the machine.
I wonder. Maybe we'll be less likely to talk over each other, or more likely. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, coming up to the summer, so we thought we'd do an episode all about taking breaks, because every summer we do take a little break, don't we?
Yeah, absolutely. I like to pretend that I'm French and I pack everything up and go put my tent up in Brittany and just stay there for 2 months. When we were young, we'd go camping, right? Mum and Dad would take us camping there. And I'd just look at the French with their televisions in their tents, in their caravan tent sections, and they'd spend 2 months there. I couldn't believe it. It's like the Americans leave New York, don't they, for the whole summer?
They
a
would have
podcast.
TVs in their tents I missed it. What period in time? This must have been very high tech if you were a kid.
It was very high tech. It was probably like 1978, early 1980s. And our favourite people that we'd camp next to every year were this grandma and granddad, and they had their twin grandsons with them. And they had a caravan with a tent awning attached to it, which in and of itself I thought was pretty mind-blowing. And inside there, next to our kitchen chopping table, she had a little TV with a circular aerial on the back. And she could watch TV all day. And I thought, well, if you're there for 2 months, it's probably worth it. But nevertheless, technically, it was mind-blowing to a 10-year-old.
Yeah, wow. High tech.
So that's where... That's where we're going.
Kelly. Yeah.
One time when I was a kid, this was in the 70s, I was probably about 7. And my dad decided he had this absolute genius brainwave of an idea that we could have a cassette player in the car. So he got my little cassette player, like the size of a shoebox, and took it out. Well, he tried to take it out to the car with some wires to set it all up so that we could have music on our journey on holiday. He was going to wire it up to the battery of the car or something. But on the way out, I dropped the cassette and the cassette player and smashed it.
No, ruined.
But that probably saved you from being electrocuted every time you press the start button.
Yeah.
That sounds really dodgy.
I was thinking that you probably accidentally saved his life.
So what's everyone's idea of taking a summer break? What does it look like?
I've always taken the summer off since Frida was born, because it was just such a nightmare trying to work with a little child around. It was impossible. It made all of us miserable. So I've been taking summer off for 18 years. Well, taking it off, but I would look in on my emails every morning before she was out of bed and maybe do a little bit of admin-y stuff, maybe even a little bit of drawing, but not much. But by the time she was out of bed, that was it. So yeah, I've been doing it for years, but weirdly this year, I'm not.
Is it because she's just passed her 18th birthday? What are you doing?
She's past her 18th birthday, but it's not because of that. I would have taken the summer off usually, but we suddenly realised, Katie and I have written the next Salty Dog stories, and it suddenly dawned on us all that if I don't hurry up and do the artwork now, we'll miss the publication date next year. And because the first Salty Dog has done so well, we don't want to lose the momentum. So I decided that is fine. I am completely happy to go in my illustrator hermit cave and work really hard for the next month. And then I will have August off. But for July, I'm in my hermit cave. But I know there's an end to it. And we've been having a nice summer before now. And there's August and September, so it'll be good.
So then you can have a bumper break in August and September.
Yeah, we're going to Copenhagen at the beginning of August. So I'm in my hermit cave working like crazy. And then there's a lovely treat at the end.
It's good to have that deadline, isn't it? Because if you don't have the deadline on something, you could work forever.
Okay, what does your summer look like, Tania?
Well, I decided, because I'm on this project with the Slack deadline, and I've decided I want this project to be the one where I do all the things that I've wanted to do for ages, like use texture, use line. I've been waiting for a project that would allow me to change my work a bit, and I'm trying to do it on this particular one. So I've slightly loaded it with too many wishes in a way, but it's taking me ages. But that's not a bad thing because the deadline is really loose. So I'm using it to experiment. I've got about 10 processes between the rough drawings and even the colour roughs. I've never spent this long on it. And I was berating myself. And then I thought, actually, it's okay. Just go in every day for half a day and work on each character one by one. And even if it's kind of glacially slow, if you're making developments in your work and the work is changing, then you're getting what you want. It doesn't all have to be breakneck speed. So I think my summer is a half day's summer with some days out. I'm going to have some artist dates with my partner as well. And so, all the things you never do in the winter, because the sun's here and you've got to do Jupiter Artland and go walking in the Cheviot Hills or see if you can stay on your bike longer than 10 minutes without falling off. So that's my summer, and I'm going to carry it on for 2 months if it will work.
I'm very excited to see your new experiments with your work.
Oh, you'll
Very
not
excited
recognise
to
me.
see that. Can't wait. What project?
Graphic.
What is the project that you're doing this with?
This one is a project for my main client, Berwick, my muse. I only seem to work for Berwick. That's our hometown, if anyone's listening. But we're not North Berwick, we're Berwick upon Tweed. And it's really interesting, but it's for the new museum. And there's a wall featuring all the characters. There were 8 characters from Berwick from different socio-economic backgrounds during the time they built the wall around the town. So it was kind of paranoia and suspicion, and the military occupied the town and the locals were against it. So that you've got some locals in there, you've got some military officers, some poor kids who are just sort of barefoot, raggedy kids, a maid, and alderman and a mayor. So I've got to, and they show me things that are in the collection that I have to integrate into the drawings. So basically, they're full-length portraits. Sorry, it took a long while to get to that point, but they're full-length portraits of different people, with some of the items drawn into the illustration. And I haven't done people for a while. I've done too many maps, so yeah, that's the difference.
Oh, I'm excited to see those. Are they big? How big are the people going to be? Do you know?
Well, they're going to be about A3 size. Oh, the other thing that's interesting is they want them cut into a diorama into 3 points. So every image has to have a foreground, which is a bit of a device. And sometimes I have to put something in just for the sake of a table in front of them or a stone wall. And then the character in the middle ground and then a background. So it's like a 3-part diorama and it'll be lit. So it's going to be cut out of some kind of rigid substrata thing that they're printed on. So I think it will look really nice when it's installed on this. It's called the gossip wall. So it's all the gossip that was going around the town at a point of hysteria.
Will there be an audio of the gossip, or will that be visual as well?
I don't know, maybe. They might have it, those kind of immersive museum design things. I really like working for heritage projects like this, but there's lots of research because everything you draw, you think, would their hair really have looked like that?
Yeah.
Is this costume right? And once you start researching, I just go down a rabbit hole and spend days there.
That's amazing.
What about you?
Brilliant.
Did you say it's got no deadline, or it's got a very loose deadline? Is that the problem?
It's got a very loose, movable deadline because it's one of those museum and history projects always seem to move quite slowly. They're not like design and advertising at all. But I need to get a move on this. But it does mean instead of a whole day, especially when I'm trying to work out change, it's too exhausting to do 7 hours. I think short 4-hour afternoons. And I love working in my new studio because it's actually in the heart of, it's sort of in the museum as well. So you feel like you're creating in a place where it happened and where it's going to happen as well. So it's an interesting combination.
Oh, that's nice. Brilliant. I might have a new studio by the end of summer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the studios around the corner are almost ready. So by the end of summer, I might have a studio.
Oh, exciting.
Yeah.
We're also doing open studios, aren't we? We're doing Berwick Open Studios, and we've got a couple of workshops each on the 2 days I think it's the 3rd of October. We're going to put stuff up about that, and we're working out of the Pith Sketchbook studios. They've given us a really nice space to do drawing workshops in. I'm so excited about that.
It's going to be good.
Life drawing, even.
I always like it when we get to meet some of our good shippers in real life. When you put face to artwork that you've seen for ages or a name on Instagram. I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
So if
it's
you're
really-
in Northumberland or you're near Berwick, or even if you're not and you're just here on holiday, plan it around October and then you can come to the Pith workshops.
Yeah. And then there's loads of other studios open as well, all over Berwick. And it's nice just to be in Berwick. It's a really good place to come and draw and do some walk to seas. We could have a special walk to sea for that month, couldn't we, for October?
We could. Oh, yeah.
That
Yeah.
links with it.
Link it with the Pith sketchbooks. Oh, yeah. We'll have to get out.
Actually, I'm so excited about the walk to sea thing because now on Instagram, if you go on Helen's walk to sea posts, you can see people's photos of their sketchbook in the comments. It's so cool.
You can add pictures to the comments. It's so great because with the hashtags going a bit wonky with the new algorithms and stuff, it's always okay for me. When I click on walk to sea, I do see sketchbooks, but I think Instagram knows that that's what I'm looking for all the time. But if you don't look at sketchbooks most of the time, when you click on walk to sea, they're not searching for the hashtag, they're just searching for the words walk, sea. And so you get a load of random stuff of people walking.
Really?
Yeah. So and also they don't show anything in chronological order anymore, so I can never see what people have done recently. But anyway, yeah, it's brilliant.
Why did it take them?
You can stick
Why
your
did it take so long, though? Because Facebook can do that. They've always done it, haven't they?
Yeah.
Comments. You put photos in comments, and if it Facebook own Instagram, they do, don't they?
Yeah.
Or Meta owns Instagram.
It's good people are sticking their pictures underneath the walk to sea post now, so it's brilliant. Definitely see them all.
Then the posts will get really long, won't they? Because the walk to sea hashtag would generate loads of joiners, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's people are doing a bit of everything. So you can either post your drawing and use the hashtag, but link me so that I definitely see it because I don't want to miss them. Or you can join in the what's it called? Add on stories, the feature where there's a template and you add yours. I think it might be called add yours on stories. I don't know why I'm having a brain blank about it. But I've started an add yours template on stories. And you can add your sketchbooks in there. And that's like a kind of chain letter. If your friend does it, you see it and then you can join in and then their friends will see it and they can join in. So you can do that. Or you can add your picture in the comments underneath. So I'm seeing them in loads of ways now. And actually I started it as a chat on Substack as well, because on a normal Substack post, you can't add a picture, but if you start a chat, you can. So I've done that on Substack too.
Oh, that's cool.
That add yours sounds right up my street. A no-brainer. You've done the work for me. You've got because I don't understand templates. They're too complicated. But if you put one up there, Helen, I'm going to see Alan Carr this afternoon. He doesn't know I'm coming, but I'm taking my sketchbook. I'm going to this auction at Ayton Castle because Alan Carr's bought the castle in a little village near Katie and Helen and I. And they're selling off a load of the stuff. So it's a viewing day today. And I thought this would be a really good day to do some drawing while people stand and wonder if that wardrobe would get through their front door type thing. So
is this the day where they're selling the concrete jungle?
Yeah, they're selling the Brankston Menagerie, which is it's such beautiful folk art.
Oh, it's gorgeous. I didn't know viewing day was today. My mum and dad are coming tomorrow, so I was thinking of taking my mum and dad tomorrow.
It's all sold out. I had to beg an Eventbrite
already?
ticket. Yeah. I think it's because I haven't got much car parking space, so it's hard to get in. But I will post loads of pictures, see if I can get Alan Carr with a cement giraffe or something like that.
It's so good.
What's your summer going to look like, Katie? We didn't ask you.
Well, yeah, so the reason, my idea of a break is not having deadlines or clienty work to do. And this is the first summer where E has been in school, like the only is term time, because last year she was in nursery, so just carried on. So it was kind of hard to take time off. So it's almost like term times are enforcing a break, which I'm happy about. So the next Friday, I don't know, she's got like 2 weeks left and then it's 6 weeks off. And I've blocked out the whole 6 weeks. Yes.
It's going to be the first time for ages, isn't it, that you're able to do that. And it's good that you've been given permission because, like Helen said, it's a mug's game. There's absolutely no way you could, as freelancers, you can work when children are around. And also the guilt is so overwhelming and your personal need to have fun with them and enjoy being with them.
I always feel like if I try and juggle, I just end up doing everything badly. Like I'm not a nice mum and I do a rubbish job of whatever it was I was trying to achieve. It's just like, why am I trying to do both? This is not possible.
Yeah. I think the sooner one accepts that, life suddenly gets easier. And in a way, it's a privilege and good fortune that we can all make decisions about our working life. So many people don't have that. So I hope we're not making anyone grumpy talking about free will here.
We are very lucky, but I wasn't like this at the beginning of my career. The beginning of
True.
my career, where before Frida was born, and trying to get into publishing, I just worked all the time. It felt like a big gamble, and in the end, it's rewarded. But yeah, at the beginning, driven by ambition and passion and whatever else.
But that is really true about, I think, the freelance gig can be just life consuming. You never say yes to anything you say yes to a few things knowing you'll never go because you'll probably get a job in, and that's working evenings, you just work all the time. I remember in the summer holidays when we lived in Hong Kong, as it approached the time to leave, to fly back to see my family, which is what we did most summers, that last 2 weeks was just awful. It would just be like near anxiety attacks, trying to squeeze everything in, knowing then you've got to pack for the kids, pack for everyone for 6 weeks, and make sure you get on the plane. And I'd just be fizzing and vibrating by the time I climbed the steps to the plane because I'd just about finished. And it was working with newspapers, so it was 1 week turnarounds. And everything was really intense, and it would just reach fever pitch. It was always completely exhausting. So yeah, it's like you say, though it may be a privilege now, it's something you work really hard for and sacrifice a lot earlier in your career.
Mm.
I feel like nowadays it's really hard to take an actual break because we're so connected to everything all the time. And I find like even so I'll try really hard to like put boundaries in. I'm like, I'm going to delete the email app off my phone. But then I don't know, I'll buy something from Argos and it's like, we've emailed you the code. And I'm like, oh, I don't have that app. Like I have to reinstall the app. And then you get the app back on your phone and then you're like, well, I can't delete it again because I'm probably going to need it for something like that. Or so yeah, like I feel like no matter how hard I try to like disconnect, it'll last like a day and then I'll miss something important. I'm like, oh, well, I missed that important thing. So I can't do that again. So it's really annoying.
Yeah, by the third time, it probably becomes pointless. I'm just in awe that you ever tried to delete your email app. I've kind of given up. I feel shackled completely and utterly.
Yeah, I mean, I've tried so many things. I've got like a brick thing for my phone. Last year I tried getting a dumb phone and that was really annoying. And I missed loads of stuff. It's just like, it feels like there's a sacrifice. I can either miss everything and be offline or be annoyingly connected and not really ever switch off. But like I'm good at like nighttime putting my phone away and stuff, but in the day, it's annoying.
Can you just close down your business email and keep your personal email that will have all your Argos things going and your plane tickets or whatever it is that you
I
do?
suppose I could do, yeah. I'm a really annoyed. Like I don't have a very good separation of like personal and business email. Like there's a lot of overlap, especially with ancient things. Like new things, I'm always put them on the personal email, but old things from the olden days, I just had one email.
I thought that today, actually, how I didn't even have separate bank accounts for years. Everything was blended into the same thing. And I think it was like, I am this business. What do people mean, a business account or a business email? I am just this. But actually, as much later on, I've realised, wow, it does work. You keep them completely separate. Maybe that's the way, but I've just got FOMO, so I couldn't do any of that.
Yeah.
So,
okay, well, enjoy your summers.
Let's go and have our break.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
So, yeah, we forgot to say, so there's going to be, because last year when we had a summer break, we re-released old episodes. But this year we thought, we don't even need to do that, do we? We can just have a proper rest. And
yeah, it might annoy people who have been faithful listeners. I saw someone the other day post on Instagram say, I've listened to all the Good Ship podcasts. Now, has anyone got anything else to recommend? I couldn't believe it. They'd listened to all of it and run out. Yeah, so someone would know if we put an old one up again.
I'm not sure I want people listening to those early ones. Don't listen to those early ones. We had no idea what we were doing. We're barely managing now. What are you doing?
You're back off.
That's another point.
You know what we were going to sign off with? We were going to sign off with our sadness about David Hockney because it just seemed to be something that was inevitable. And it was, when it came, no one really knew what to say because he was so amazing. And now he's gone. The illustrator's painter, everyone's painter. I think we all loved him, didn't we?
Oh,
Yeah.
loved him. It was really sad news. Really sad news.
But it was a nice excuse to look at all the pictures of him in his natty clothes, wasn't it? And his paintings.
Oh, his
So stylish.
clothes are so fun, aren't they? They're so brilliant. I love him. And all the
would be
quotes going around Instagram, I enjoyed all that.
We could have a David dress. Come as your favourite period Hockney party.
Oh,
That would be
please.
so
dress.
good. Can we actually do that?
that?
Let's have a summer barbecue where we all dress as David Hockney.
Please, can we do
Yeah.
that? I really want to do that.
But we've got to bleach our hair. This is the issue. Or find wigs.
Yeah, wigs.
Let's
Good.
job a lot of blonde wigs and just all wear the same wig.
Do you know, my dad looks a bit like David Hockney, so we'll have to invite my dad.
Your dad does have lovely blonde hair.
Yeah.
I
He likes
instantly
to
recognise
now. Yeah. Now that he has dementia, my dad loves to touch his hair and tell us that everybody knows him for his lovely blonde hair. It's gorgeous. It's so lovely.
He looks like Alan Bennett. He's a cross
Yeah.
between Alan Bennett and David Hockney.
I know Alan Bennett, David Hockney, and my dad are kind of one person.
Yeah. I'll talk to him like that next time I see him. It will be the best way to picture him in my head.
Also, my dad has a little bit of Ken Barlow going on as well. Ken Barlow, if anybody doesn't know, is from a British soap opera called Coronation Street that's been going on since about the war, I think. And I think Ken
Is he
Barlow's
still
been
going?
in the whole time. I've not watched it in decades, but I think he's still in it.
I keep getting videos from that where they say, I'm going to London. London? London? So that anytime anyone says London, I say, London?
Brilliant. Do you know what I think was so gorgeous about David Hockney was how he didn't talk about art with any pretension whatsoever. I really love that. He had that proper Yorkshireman down to earth. An art is for everybody. And the art he made was very unpretentious as well. And he got excited about iPads and made work on iPads. He was brilliant in that way.
I was reading the other day, he said, you know, when you did that photographic work and he put like 200 photographs, the tiny pictures of the large thing. And he was saying that he realised that the looking had stopped because he wasn't drawing as an art form or painting. That kind of work didn't really work for him anymore because the camera looking through the lens, although it seemed like active looking, it wasn't the active looking you get when you're sitting and drawing.
That is
because it was always about that.
true.
Wasn't it?
You see so much more when you're drawing than when you're just wandering around looking or using your phone to take a photo. Yesterday, I was drawing in Newcastle Station, and at the end of a drawing, looked at it and had this revelation that the whole of the floor in Newcastle Station is so shiny that everybody is reflected as if they're standing on water. You see them underneath themselves. And I'd drawn it, and at the end of the drawing, I thought, oh, they look like they're stood on like a sea because the floor is shiny, and I have been to that station throughout my life and never really noticed that before.
God, that's proof, isn't it?
Yeah.
That the drawing teaches you that.
I made that sound like a huge philosophical statement. It's not all the station has a shiny floor.
It is.
But I never noticed until I drew it.
I'm thinking about the party again. I might like to come as the woman who's looking into the swimming pool. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, she was in. I watched a documentary the other night, and she was in it.
Was she?
Is she called like Hollywood Housewife or something, or Beverly Hills Housewife?
Yeah, that's it.
Where did you find
So
the
we have
documentary,
options.
Katie? I'd like to watch that.
It was on BBC iPlayer, and there's a Imagine one and another one, and it was the other one, and it was really good to have as like background noise while I was just floating around the house.
Oh, I love those Imagine documentaries. Sometimes when I go and watch TV and I can't find anything, and I do that trawl, and then it feel like, well, it's too early to go to bed. I really want to watch something. That's where I end up, is on BBC Arts, watching documentaries about painters from the 70s. And I always think, that's all I need. Actually, this is way better than any of the rubbish that I watch.
They're brilliant. I often end up on BBC iPlayer on the Storyville stuff. The documentaries, they're fantastic. They're so random. They're about all sorts of different things. They're amazing. Love them. BBC Archive is fab.
It is so good.
Yeah, it is, definitely. Okay, so there's a Hockney party planned for the summer at some point. Because my garden's looking lovely, so I want to invite you both round. That could be the party.
Can you dig a pool,
we all
though? Because
smoke?
if it's a Hockney party, we need a pool. Yeah, and cigarettes.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just get some blue plastic down
Yes.
Okay.
and put that where the lawn is, and
Yeah.
we can all paint some wiggly stripes on it.
I'll start smoking now in practice so that I'm ready.
Yeah,
as
I'll
we go
learn too.
well.
Yeah, we'll learn,
Yeah.
Katie, shall we? We might be sick
Do
at
we? Yeah.
first. We need to get that
It'll be
out
fine.
way before the party.
Yeah, push through that.
I want that giant suit that he wore. Those last photos of him in that like David Byrne-esque suit, where because he was so tiny and old and he'd become very thin, and he was in that giant checked suit surrounded by his family. Did you see those photos?
I haven't.
No,
Oh,
I
look
know the
them up.
suit. I've seen it in other pictures, but I haven't seen with his family.
The suit looked about 50 million times too big for him, and you just thought that was the picture. I thought we'll be saying goodbye very soon. I'd thought that everyone had thought it for a long while, hadn't they? But it is sad to see him go. But there's all those beauty. You know, he inspired so many people. I think on both sides, fine artists, graphic designers, illustrators. It was the work was just so thrilling. So it's just nice to go back and look at those and plan our costumes.
Yeah. I'm immediately going to look at wigs now when we hang up.
Order a job lot, Katie. We're all going to need one.
Okay, I'll get 3 when I find them.
And send your availability and we'll party.
Okay. I'm free all summer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, of course. We're all free.
Oh, August, because Helen's in our cave till the end of July. So
August.
Yeah. Good luck with the salty drawings, Helen.
Thank you. I'm really looking forward to doing them because I know the characters inside out now because we've done one book already. I know where they live. I know their backgrounds. I know everything about them. I feel as if this one is going to be easier, and because of the deadline, I'm going to use it like art club and, you know, make the drawings as spontaneous as possible because I don't need to learn anything. I don't need to spend ages drawing their bunk beds 20 times to work out where they sleep. It's all there already. So I'm going to be able to just enjoy it, just put my timer on like it's art club and make them quick. It's going to be good.
That's a good attitude. Yeah, it's like you've done your world building, haven't you?
It's all done.
Linda's planned world building is done. Well, I'm off to speak to Victoria Semikina now. I'm so excited.
Ooh, how fun.
We're going to do an interview with her for Freak Flag course about bridging the gap between your roughs and your final artwork. So that's what I wanted to chat about, and I'm really looking forward to meeting her.
Oh, it's going to be brilliant. I was going to say as well, when we come back for our break, it'll be time to talk about Illustration Business Club, because in the autumn is when we start talking businessy stuff, when you're all in the back to school zone, so you can plant that seed. You can start getting excited about that now.
Exactly. Time to stop the holiday, earn some money to pay for the break you just had.
Yeah, but after ice lollies and lying down, definitely.
Have a good summer, everyone.
Bon voyage.
Bye.